Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos joins forces with Bachelorette fan favorite. In an unexpected crossover, Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos joined forces with one of Jen Tran's Bachelorette fan favorites. Keep reading for all the details. Joan Vassos joins forces with Bachelorette fan favorite. When you're on reality TV, you need to form an alliance. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos found her alliance with an unlikely person from Jen Tran's season of The Bachelorette. In an unexpected crossover, Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos joined forces with one of Jen Tran's Bachelorette fan favorites. Keep reading for all the details. Joan Vassos joins forces with Bachelorette fan favorite. When you're on reality TV, you need to form an alliance. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos found her alliance with an unlikely person from Jen Tran's season of The Bachelorette. She posted a TikTok video on her Instagram of her joining forces with Jonathan Johnson, one of Jen Tran's most popular contestants. In the silly video, Joan and Jonathan mouthed words from a quote from the cult favorite comedy sitcom The Office. The show ran from 2005 until 2013. There are talks of a reboot. Dwight, Rainn Wilson, asks Jim, John Krasinski, if he wants to form an alliance during the scene. Jim agrees, but the scene ends with Jim saying how annoying Dwight is. In the clip, Jonathan asks Joan if she wants to form an alliance with him. She replies, "Absolutely, I do." And he responds by saying they need to find out who is vulnerable and who is protected. Jonathan Johnson and Jen Tran rumors heat up. Joan Vassos isn't the only Bachelor Nation alum Jonathan Johnson has joined forces with. He's become quite close to Jen Tran since her season ended last month. They've been spending a lot of time together while she is temporarily living in Los Angeles to appear on Dancing with the Stars. Jonathan Johnson, who placed third on Jen's season, was even in the audience for moral support during the DUTS season premiere. Jen and her ex also team up for a lot of joint TikToks, many of which have sparked dating rumors. Despite the flirty banter, Jen and Jonathan insist they are just friends. She told Bachelor Nation's Nick Viall on his podcast recently that she's not ready to date after getting her heart broken by Demonstrator. But that doesn't stop fans from encouraging her to pursue a relationship with Jonathan. Some fans also encouraged a Joan/Jonathan hookup. Joan Vassos, the charming and resilient leading lady of the Golden Bachelorette, had stolen hearts from the moment she stepped onto the stage in her glittering gown, looking every bit like a queen stepping out of a modern-day fairy tale. Her journey had been one filled with emotion, reflection, and the courage to take a second chance at love. But in a shocking twist that no one saw coming, Joan was about to make a bold move, one that could change everything for her and one of the show's fan favorites. As the drama of the Golden Bachelorette continued to unfold, the buzz around Joan intensified. She had always been the woman who seemed to rise above the chaos. Despite moments of vulnerability, like her emotional confession about her past relationship, Joan had a quiet strength that drew people in. She was the epitome of grace under pressure, never one to stir drama just for the sake of it. But recently, her decisions were beginning to surprise even the most ardent fans. And then came the announcement. Joan Vassos was teaming up with a Bachelorette fan favorite. The news broke with a series of cryptic social media posts, leaving fans in a whirlwind of speculation. But it wasn't until Joan herself stepped onto the set of the Bachelorette reunion special that the truth was revealed. Enter the fan favorite. The cameras panned dramatically. The studio audience hushed in anticipation. As the spotlight settled on Joan, her warm smile lit up the room. But she wasn't alone. Standing next to her was none other than Jonathan Johnson, a fan favorite from a previous season of The Bachelorette. A man whose journey to find love had captivated millions, and who had left the show heartbroken yet with his head held high. Jonathan had been the quintessential romantic, passionate, genuine, and always looking for the real deal when it came to love. His chemistry with his former bachelorette was undeniable, But when the relationship didn't work out, fans were devastated. However, Jonathan's optimism and charm never waned, and he had remained a beloved figure in the franchise. Now, standing beside Joan, it seemed like the stars had aligned for these two souls on similar yet distinct paths. Joan and Jonathan, two people who have faced heartbreak in the past, were about to embark on a new adventure together, one that nobody had anticipated: the unlikely pairing. As they took their seats on the plush reunion couches, the host wasted no time in asking the burning question on everyone's minds: "What's going on between the two of you?" Joan chuckled softly, exchanging a glance with Jonathan before answering. "I know it's a bit unexpected," she began, her voice calm but confident. "But Jonathan and I have been talking behind the scenes for a while now. We both realized we had more in common than we ever thought." Jonathan, always the gentleman, nodded in agreement. "I've admired Joan's journey for a long time. She's strong, smart, and she's got this incredible energy that's impossible to ignore. When we finally had the chance to sit down and really talk, everything just clicked." The host leaned in, intrigued. "So, what does this mean for your future?" Joan smiled, a glint of excitement in her eyes. "It means that Jonathan and I are teaming up for something special. We're not just here to find love for ourselves anymore. We want to help others on their journey too." The big reveal. It was then that the duo dropped the bombshell. Joan and Jonathan were launching their very own podcast and web series, Second Chances, a platform designed to offer advice, share personal stories, and provide support to those seeking love later in life or after heartbreak. "We've both been through a lot in our own romantic journeys," Jonathan explained, "and we realized there's a huge community of people out there who need to hear that it's never too late to find love, and it's okay to give yourself a second chance." The project was set to feature guest appearances from various Bachelor and Bachelorette alumni, offering insight into the realities of love in the modern world. But it wasn't just about romantic relationships. Joan and Jonathan emphasized that the podcast would focus on self-love, personal growth, and how to navigate the complexities of dating in today's age, especially for those who might feel like they've missed the boat or been left behind by the fast-paced world of modern romance. An unexpected bond. What made this partnership so intriguing was the undeniable chemistry between Joan and Jonathan, not in a romantic sense, but in the way they complemented each other's energy and perspective. Where Joan was reflective and introspective, Jonathan brought a sense of levity and optimism. They balanced each other in a way that felt natural, and it was clear that their connection ran deep, even if romance wasn't at the forefront. Of course, that didn't stop fans from speculating. Social media exploded with theories. Were Joan and Jonathan secretly dating? Could their partnership turn into something more? The pair remained coy about the nature of their relationship. But one thing was certain: there was a genuine bond between them, and it was one that had the potential to grow into something extraordinary. A new chapter. For Joan, this partnership marked a new chapter in her already transformative journey. After all, the Golden Bachelorette wasn't just about finding love. It was about rediscovering herself. And now, she had the chance to not only continue that journey but to help others along the way. As the cameras faded to black and the reunion special wrapped up, Joan and Jonathan left the stage arm in arm, a united front ready to tackle their next big adventure. They had come from two different worlds within the same franchise, but together, they were about to create something that transcended the usual drama and competition of reality TV. They were offering hope that second chances weren't just possible, but something worth embracing fully. And in that moment, it became clear: Joan Vassos and Jonathan Johnson were a force to be reckoned with, and their story was only just beginning.